This is Raymond from EVOffer. Today we'll show you how to do an installation of the Electric Frunk Kit for the new Model 3, the post 2021 car. So this is the tools you need. You will need an electrical screwdriver, or if you have a wrench, it's fine as well. 10mm hex, 30mm hex, price, and we'll show you how to use this. And a little flathead screwdriver. Electrical tape can be very useful as well. So let's get started. The first thing, we need to remove this top cover. You can just pull it out. So, and the next thing is this one. So there's two clips here. So you can just pull it out and then slide the whole thing out. And then there are 7 for this cover. You also need to remove. So just pull it up. And then disconnect the connector here. This is for the button. So after that, you will take out your 10mm hex socket. There are 7 of the screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the 7 screws to remove. So after you remove all the 10mm hex screws, so you can just pull it out. I just pull it like this. Pull it from here and then use another hand to grab it and then take it out. So the next thing, we need to remove this 2 10mm hex to remove the whole latch. But before that, I'll try to use some tape, masking tape or any tape to tape over to mark the existing location. So when you install the whole thing back, you know where it was, so you don't need to spend too much time in adjusting the position of the latch. So here I mark the existing location by using like 4 tapes here. So here as well. So after that, you can remove the whole latch. So before that, we need to remove this connector. To do it, you pull it out again, and slightly press on it, and then jiggle it, and then you can pull it out. After that, we'll remove the whole thing. Okay, so this is how the latch looks like. Now we use the pliers. So you can see here is the OEM spring, and we need to remove it a little for a while, so we just use pliers to get it behind here. So, and then we will hook our mechanism into here. So this is our latch, our mechanism. So we'll just put it behind, and this one is to hook into the little ring here. So I'll hook it into here, and then now I can use my pliers to reset it into here. So with one hand I push it here to prevent it from moving, and then use the other hand to set the spring back to here. So that's basically it. After that, I'll just reinstall the whole latch using the marked position and tighten the screw here. So the next thing, I'll try to teach you how to run this emergency pull wire. This pull wire doesn't have any use unless the latch motor is malfunctioned. So don't try to pull it, because if you pull it, you will try to loosen some mechanism inside. Then you need to do a latch motor reset, which we will teach you later. But don't try to pull on it, it won't do anything unless the latch motor is malfunctioned. So don't try to test it and say, oh, I try to pull on it and the frunk doesn't open. It won't open the frunk, it just release our latch motor, but not the OEM latch. So let's try to run this wire first. So to run this wire, we will run it to here. And to open this cap, that's one way. On the 2 o'clock position, you press on it, and then you can just use your finger to pop it open. Or you can use some pry to pry it from here. So after you remove the cap, I'll just set it aside like this, and then I'll run the wire. So it's very easy. It's around here. You can feel it I normally just put it one hand from the hole and the other hand from the frunk until I find it. So normally I would tie the two cable together. This is the OEM wire to jump start the frunk in case your 12-volt battery is dead. So I'll just try to tie them together so you don't get lost. It won't get lost in case you need it. So I just wrap it with two round. After that, I just put back everything back. Remember, this is at the 2 o'clock position, so you just slide it back here. There's a little channel, and then just like that. So next we will talk about our harness. This is the major harness. This goes to the ECU, this goes to the latch motor. We will explain this later. Now we will focus on this one. This is for the power. So this one is for the signal. So let's try to show you how to get this one. First, we will start with the blue connector pair. So the blue connector pair goes into the OEM latch motor. So this one is doing the unlatch work for the frunk. So after you remove it, remember to plug back in our connector, our bypass connector. Otherwise, if you forgot to plug that in, if you got your front closed, it cannot be unlatched, and then you need to use your hand to reach from the underside of the car to try to release the frunk, which is not a good thing. It's not funny, yeah. So just connect this one here. So this is done. Then we will do the free connector here. This bypass is for the frunk status, which is here. Remember, this one we disconnected, we connect back in here. Connect and click. And the other one goes into here. So this connector is for our Mark IV. It detects the hood status, so we connect this into here. So after that, all the connection is done for this one. And this one, you can see there's one connector remaining. That connects to our major harness. So let me try to do our major harness now. So on the major harness, you can see there's one black connector, which is here, yeah. So I'll connect them together. Make sure it clicks, and then I'll set it here first. Now I will try to do the ground. The ground is the gold little plate here. Spade connector. I usually do it here. There are lots of grounds in the car, so you can use any one you want, but this is the one that I use normally. So I just loosen it, and then I slide it in, and then retighten it. Very easy. So now let's do the 12-volt battery. So this is the 12-volt battery, and this is the positive terminal. So you need to squeeze it here, and then pull it out. Yeah, for some cars it might be a lot more difficult, but you just need to squeeze hard and then pull it out. So this is the one that we need to tap into. Don't tap into here, tap into here. So I'll loosen it, and then take our power cable, and then I'll slide it into here. Just tighten it again, and then I will just cover it back up. Now here, disconnect this one. You can see it can be separated. This is another connector. Then from our wire harness, the major one, you can see a silver one like this. So do it like as I show, the flat surface against this U shape, and then just insert it. Make sure it clicks and doesn't go out, and then we can connect it together. And this is the latch motor wire, the connector. So we'll connect into our latch motor. So make sure you align it like this, and then click. And then we will teach you how to tie the latch motor later. Let's set it here first. So this is the two little plate that you will be replacing. So remember, R is for the car's right side. If you're facing towards the car, it's not your right side, but it's on the car's right side. But I'll show you how to check to make sure. You can see this arrow, right? So the arrows is always pointing up, okay? So for this one, with the arrow pointing up, we can see this is the one to use. And this one, yeah. And this one, with the arrow pointing up, I can align with this one. So this one is go to this side. So this is the L, that means the car's left side, not your left side. So now let's try to remove the strap. To remove the strap, you use a little flathead screwdriver. There's a channel here. So you insert it into here. You don't need to pull it out. You just need to squeeze it a little bit. And with one hand, push up the hood a little bit to release the tension, and then jiggle the strap, and then it will be removed. So the bottom one is similar, just slide into the channel. And then take it out. After you remove the strap, this is the 13mm test. So just try to loosen them and replace the back plates. So this is the OEM one. Try to keep it somewhere else, and let's try to use the one we provided. So set it here. I normally push up as possible and then tighten them. So let me tighten on one side first, and then tighten the other one. Now it's time to get my strap. So I will take out one of the strap. It doesn't have left or right, so you just take out any one of them. So here it is. The wire side go to the bottom, so I just put into the channel here. But let's do the upper joint later, because it's easier if you remove the other strap first. So I go here, loosen up the other strap, and then come back here to put back the strap on. The ball joint might not align, so you just need to rotate it, and then just align them. Then it's set. Then we'll repeat the procedure on this side. Remove the strap, replace the bracket, and then do the strap installation. Okay, so we have finished installing the second strap. So now let's try to do the remaining of the wiring. So for the wire, strap wire, I normally go under this cover, both sides. So let me try to loosen the strap first. Yeah. Okay. So now I'll just go below here. And now just connect all the things to the major harness. So this it's okay, either one you can connect, but just go always connect in a pair. So if you connect this to here, connect this to this one, not to the other pair. So just connect it, and here connect it to the other strap. And this one more connector you will see from here. This is for the buzzer. So let me get my buzzer. You can see from the back, this is the little buzzer. It's fine. We just connect it to here. I normally set the buzzer into this place, but you can just hang it there. Or if you don't like the beep sound, you can remove it later on. Yeah. So now the installation is done. Let's try to connect the ECU. So this is the ECU. So you need to set it to unlock position first. Use your fingernail to press it here, and then push this up. And then now you can connect into here. Just rotate it. So now you can see the connector, the ECU is blinking, the lights, that is good. And then we can do a test run. So there's a button on the control unit. You can press it. So if you long press it, it sets the height and speed. And if you do a double click like I do now, you will see the latch motor will move. Let me try to double click now. Double click fast. So you can see it only click once because we haven't detached it. We did not detach the hood going down, so we just latched once, and we did not do a full latching. So let's try to do it again. So this time I'll just try to connect our button first. This is also doing a unlatch testing to make sure the unlatch will work. So press on the button here to see if this unlatch. So it's good. So now with one hand pushing down on this ladder, we'll do the double click again. So now you see that it's doing a full latch. So it's good. Now our testing is done. Try to click on the button to do an unlatch again. Now we will initialize the system and try to do a test run. To initialize the system, we hold the button, hold it until you hear one beep, and then release. Now we can try to do a test run. So we can use this button, just click on it, and then try to do a test run. So it's good, and we try to do a unlatch. So everything is good. Now just need to tie up the latch motor and the control unit, and then we were done with our installation. So for the latch motor, I normally tie the latch motor against this beam. We provide 3 long like cable tie. So this is normally how I do. I'll go around this here. This is just my way of doing it, yeah. So I'll go around behind here. Hold on. Yes. So I tied it like this. So just make sure it sits against the beam, and then I just tighten it. So after it's tightened, it cannot be moved. So it's good. For the control unit, we have a ear. So we insert into the hole on the side, and then we'll go from here. This is normally how I do it. So I go from here to here, and then we'll insert it back into the ear here, and then we can tighten it. Yeah. So that's basically how you do it. So after you tidy up the cable, you can put back everything. So before you put back everything, remember to set it here first. This is how I normally do it, so I won't lose this cable. Then I will take back the front well. So normally I will, with one hand, I pull on here. I will not let the front drop too much, and I'll align this 2 hole here. Push this against the wall. So then now I can release this. Just slightly release it, because if your front gets too heavy, it can damage the tab here. So now align the tab, and then just press on it. And then here there's a little tab as well, fasteners. Just press on it to secure it. Same as the other side. So just try to make sure it aligns. So just tap on it, and then click on here, and then just tighten up the 7 screws. So let me try to put this back first. I slide this in, and then push this in, and then I'll just install the 7 screws, and that's basically the installation. So after I tighten up the screws, just set this back. This one is for the firemen, in case they know where to cut the power in case of an accident. So we just let it like this. So then just press it. And for the wire, this is the wire I asked you to set it here. I pull it out, and then we put it into here. Make sure it clicks, and then I just push back. So basically it's done. So I just do a test run again. Good. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope it will be easy enough for you to install. Thank you.